Hey, welcome back to Forex Trading Ideas. In this video, I'm going to review USDCAD, and I'm going to review it as part of my preparation for trading in the month of July. So I begin by identifying key support and resistance levels. When I look at these levels, they stand out. If I could identify those levels correctly, then what I've done for myself is identified the boundaries. And ideally with my currency trading, I like to trade from boundaries, which is extreme levels, back to levels where there's lots of activity. So when I look at the chart as it is here, I see 138.48 as a boundary, an extreme level. I'm choosing that because with price, after it moved up with this big long movement here, it pulled back once to about 139, went back up, pulled back down into that 139 area, came a little bit below that down to 138.48, went back up, came back into 138.48, went back up, lower high. There's also a lower high here. Came back down, didn't quite make it to 138.48, went back up. Another lower high, came back almost right to 138.48, went back up. Another lower high. So we see that happened. High, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, support level in this range, and now price is broken through it. So I feel comfortable looking at this chart. I've identified an extreme level. If I look at the chart right now and price gets back up to 138 in that area, then I'd be looking to enter a short trade. The other area that I want to look at is down here. Around the 132 area as a potential another boundary. I'm choosing that because this is the beginning of this one time framing up from 132 to about 145. From 132 to 145, price action essentially one time framed up. Prior to that, there was consolidation around here with not as strong of a movement. So it suggests to me that 132 in that range is another boundary, and that particular boundary I'm looking at potential buy entries if price gets down there. Where price is right now, 135.45, again, just looking at the chart, just looking at the information I see right now, 135.45, and this range here suggests to me that this is an area of consolidation. So should price get to one of these boundaries, I'd want to get into that trade, get into a trade in that area, and target back this consolidation area. So if price went up and I got in around 138, I'd be targeting back to the middle here, which is around 135. That's a 300 pip move. If price went down to 132 area, and I'd be looking to get into a buy trade, and again target back this consolidation area into here, and that would be 300, 400, 500 pip move. So what I'm seeing, what the chart and price action is suggesting to me is that where price is right now, just looking at the daily chart, I don't see an entry for either. I don't see a strong argument for either a buy trade or a sell trade. So what I am seeing is I need to exercise patience, I need to be disciplined, and I need to wait for a better setup. I'm going to bring in the exponential moving average, and on the daily chart I look at the 21, 100, and 200 in combination of each other. I don't look at one individually, but I look at the three in combination, and it's as if the three together for me become one tool. And right now the 50, the 200, and the 21, they're all level, they're all flat, which again suggests to me we're in an area of consolidation. We're an area where the market hasn't made up its mind yet which way it wants to go. There's no evidence to suggest that it may turn around and go up. I also feel there's no evidence to suggest that it will move down based on where it is right now. I could see more chop, sort of like what it was in here. Bring that something in there. When we look at previous behavior that looked like this, we could see it here, where the three EMAs were flat right here. And then once price started to choose a side of those three EMAs together, it became evident. So over here, you can see flat. And that potentially is what could happen here. And then eventually starts to choose a side like it did here. Okay, we want to be above the three EMAs, which is starting to suggest when this market starts to move, it'll move up because price was above the three EMAs here. We also saw price below the three EMAs here, but it couldn't get that sustained one time frame movement like we are seeing here. And it's a great example right here. You know, when this was live, I would have felt very strong that, okay, we are looking to a move further down because we're now below all three EMAs coming out of a flat period. But then when you don't see that one time framing happening, you don't see that strong continuous movement, you got to start to, or I got to start being worried that no, this is not going to move down. Instead, it was a fake out, or it was still consolidating. It was still, buyers were still accumulating. They weren't ready to move the market up. And then eventually they took it above here, accumulated a bit more, and took it up. So in review, on the daily chart, I don't see any strong conviction trade yet, but I do see levels that I want to see price move to, which will set up for a good conviction trade. And with those, I won't get into that here. This is strictly, I wanted to look at the daily chart setting up for July. I don't know when. Obviously, we don't know when, but we're looking for evidence once it presents itself which way this market wants to go. Will it move up to 138.48, or will it move down closer to 132? Thanks very much for watching to the end. If you like this video, I would very much appreciate it if you click like, smash that like button, as they say. Please subscribe if you want to get notified when I post new videos. And if you like something I said, please post it in the comments section. If I said something that you want to expand on, you see a better way than I see it, I encourage you to also post a comment. I will read them all, and I will reply to the ones that engage me in a way that helps me get better, and in a way that could help you get better. So again, thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. Take care.